So this involves some steps. The first step is data set. Either we can create our own data set, or we can get data set from our clients if you're asked to do so, or from any open sources. So that would be the first step. And the second step would be like learn. Learn in the sense we have to learn the data set. Say if we have 1,000 websites, we can do a manual unit test case and random on 20 websites. Like search for the keyword or pattern that most of the website usually follows. Why we have to do this? That helps us in writing a generic logic to achieve fair results. Includes creating a blacklist as well as whitelist text files. So blacklist to filter out some of the negative patterns. Say if you are finding a keyword apple, meaning the apple product, not the fruit, then the first word that you need to add is fruit. So when we come across page that speaks about apple, and if it has a keyword fruit, then we can ignore that page or a website and move on to the next rather than wasting time on extracting the content from the page. So the first word that you see is a negative word, and you could come across with a positive one. Then you find a negative word, then a positive, then the negative. On summing up all the things, we can see like the major proportion is with negative word rather than when comparison with a positive word. It put on a signal like it is enough for extracting more data from this current website, then we can move on to the next website. So this is how blacklist keyword helps us a lot in saving our time. Let's move on to the whitelist. So whitelist is nothing but it is very similar to blacklist. It helps us in confirming about the positivity about the page, and we can clearly flag it as either positive or true or found, whatever be the requirement. This also helps us in stopping the extraction furthermore on the same domain if we have more positive keyword at early stage. So say for an example, if we have a list of links from a particular website, and if we have come across a positive word and again a positive word in the another link and again a positive word in another link and so on. So you could see like we can set a threshold stating that if we have more than 10 positive words um, in comparison with the negative word, then we can stop extracting. So this also helps us saving time. Like if we have 1,000 plus links on a single website and it is a positive website that speaks about a particular pattern of what we are trying to look around, then we can just traverse up to like um, 10 to 15 websites, I'm sorry, 10 to 15 links, and just confirm that okay, it is speaking about the particular pattern of what we are looking. Hence, we can stop extracting further more content, and we can move on to the next website. So we have covered about blacklist and whitelist. Let's move on to the next step, that is extract. So this is the third step, and so as we are ready with our pre-process steps, we can start writing logic to extract things from websites. So that is to collect all links from the website. So say for an example, if you have 1,000 websites, if your data set consists of 1,000 website, and if you are visiting the first website, you can collect all the links from your first website. And based on the requirement, we have to write the regular expression pattern to validate the HTML content of each pages from the website. So if it is found, then we can flag it as positive. If it's not found, we can flag it as negative. Then the blacklist and the whitelist threshold logic would helps us in achieving to whether to continue from the particular website, particular web pages or not. To summarize the fact, first is the link extraction. So we'd be collecting all the links from the particular website on iteration basis. The second one is validate. We have to validate those links. And the third one is after validating, if we found a positive keyword, we will be checking for the pattern. And if we are successful with the pattern check, then we can go with the flagging session of whether it holds the exact pattern or not. So this is the process for extraction. We'll just move on to the next step of export. So finally, when we have the list of websites and the visitor links we are ready to export it to CSV file or Excel or whatever format that the client requirement is based on. So that can be done. Once that is done, we can enter into the step of manual validation. So manual validation is a process of comparing the algorithm results with the existing actual result. So say for an example, yeah, it is kind of a true positive, false positive, true negative, and false negative confusion matrix cases. So if a website holds a positive keyword, our algorithm also finds the same and predicts like the website has the pattern, then we would be flagging it as true positive. So the manual validation helps us a lot in checking our algorithm results. So this is with exporting the CSV.